On January 9th, 2019, at the Davos Economic World Forum, Greta Thunberg, age 16, announced to the audience, "Our house is on fire. I am here to say our house is on fire." One of the few remaining old-growth forests, the Andrews Experimental Forest located in the Cascade Mountains of Central Oregon, are museums of time, containing a diverse ecosystem of trees that were seedlings when Columbus first landed on our shores. Never logged or destroyed by human exploitation, these ancient forests create their own microclimates, making them resistant to drought, floods, and fire. They generate a lush, green, balanced habitat for biodiversity. Decades of logging, development, and climate change-driven impacts have decimated these mighty forests to only 6% of the total U.S. forest estate. Also known as the Wood Wide Web, trees communicate through chemical and electrical signals, exchanging nutrients, water, carbon, and signal danger from disease or insects to their neighbors. Ecologist Suzanne Simard states that trees are social creatures that communicate with each other through a mycorrhizal network of fungi resembling neural networks in the brain. Forestry experts understand that this monoculture cultivation of trees has made wildfires an annual event. These types of trees evolved to burn. They have flammable sap. Climate change has turned this type of forest into combustible time bombs that firefighters call gas on a stick. Around the Alexander Old-Growth Forest, on the night of September 20th, 2020, the Holiday Farm fire, the largest in Oregon history, burned 175,000 acres in one night. The inferno and roar of 50-mile-per-hour superheated winds created its own weather pattern and, according to survivors, sounded like a freight train of exploding trees. The towns of Blue River and Finn Rock disappeared into white ash in just a few hours. Survivors describe getting a 3 a.m. knock on their doors. "You have 5 minutes. Grab your cat and run to the school baseball field. The cell phone towers have melted." The embers burned in the ground for 5 months. 3 years later, the burned forest is still silent. No birds or animals could live in this wasteland. Wildfire smoke is a mixture of hazardous air pollutants, burned plastics, appliances, cars, and homes. Wildfires also simultaneously impact the climate by releasing large quantities of carbon dioxide and greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. Last summer, skies in the northeast United States turned orange, and people were told to shelter inside because of the toxic smoke blowing in from northern Canada. I think that I shall never see a poem lovely as a tree. The old-growth forest survived the apocalyptic inferno this time. Our house is on fire.